a silicone prosthetic.
Uh-huh.
There are two pieces. One is the cheeks, and it incorporates the cheeks and the nose. And the other one is the jawline and the chin.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life, and through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Greg Solomon on the show today, and he owns FXETC.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about special effects and about how that plays into almost every movie that we see.
Yeah, that's right.
What is your background, and how did you get into effects?
First of all, I want to clarify it's makeup effects.
Okay.
Not to be confused with special effects, which is like fires and explosions and, running water, things like that.
So glad that you did correct me on that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So it's stuff that alters the face or the whole body sometimes. And I got started actually doing makeup for theater.
Okay.
I did some like community theater and some operas and things like that, just very small kind of stuff, and just on, as a hobby, more or less. And I just enjoyed it so much, I finally made the leap I started knocking on doors of effects shops, and finally somebody called me back.
And this is in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was just ecstatic about it. My first job was making this skeleton thing for the movie Alien Nation at Stan Winston's shop. And it lasted 4 days.
Wow.
And they just brought me on for that one day to do that, but they kept me on for a few more days. And so that's how I got started.
And then one thing leads to another.
Exactly.
And now you're at the point where you've taught people in the past. So this is not your first rodeo.
Right. Yeah, I got started. This was 1987 when I started.
Okay.
And so it just grew from there, and worked at a couple of the biggest makeup schools in Los Angeles, and enjoyed the process of teaching and sharing what I knew. And now at this point in my career, I'm not going to say how old I am, but I am old, and I don't like getting up at 2 a.m, for a 3 o'clock call time or something like that.
You got to get up early to be able to put.
It's terrible, but it's still exciting, to be on set and to do it, and I'm not going to stop doing that. It's going to lessen, I'm going to kind of cut back on that kind of stuff.
Well, it's your time. It's your time to give back.
It is, and we had talked about it for a long time, and we finally decided let's get this done.
Well, I have to say, when I found out that you guys were, especially here in Carrollton, because I'm in Villa Rica, I was so excited. As we're always working in film and film projects, we're always looking for people. And I'm like, even my daughter, she really likes makeup, and I'm going to send her to you.
Great.
To train with you guys, because we can use it. Once she learns how to do it, we can use her on set all the time.
That's the thing. The film community in Georgia is just, you know how it is. It's crazy. There's so much going on now. And one of the things they have a hard time is getting enough qualified, experienced crew.
Yes.
And knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And so we don't offer the experience, but we do offer knowledge and training, and to get them started so they can gain the experience.
Yeah. We're so blessed here in Atlanta because we have so many filmmakers that are experimenting and trying to get to higher levels, that it allows people to build their careers.
That's right.
And a lot of people, like in LA, they're independent. The independent, they don't have a big independent filmmaking.
Right.
So here we do at this point. And I hope we don't ever lose that.
And the great thing about Georgia is it's a right to work state.
Right.
Now, the unions don't like that.
Yeah.
But I have yet to work on a show here where there isn't at least one of the makeup people that is not in the union, but they were good enough to come on and work on the show
Right.
and build up their hours, their days, whatever it takes to get into the union, because that opens a lot of doors for
Yes.
you. Even though it's a right to work state, doesn't mean you're guaranteed a job.
Right.
But if you work at it and you acquire the skills, then it's going to happen for you.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So-
And that's the hard thing, is figuring out where to go after getting the skills. And
yeah.
You're starting your first class tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yeah, actually. And we're starting slow. I mean, we're just
So what are some of the classes that you're offering?
right now it's called the Basic Makeup Skills Series, and it starts off with wounds and injuries, and then we have old age out of the kit, which means no prosthetics. It's just all done with what you have in your makeup kit. And then we have a facial hair, how to build beards just from nothing, or mustaches or whatever, and or full wolf man if you want. And then we have bald caps.
Okay.
Because bald caps are, I've seen so many shows that it's just horrendous. People think they know how to do a ball cap, but if you could do a believable ball cap, you could do anything. And we put a lot of emphasis on that class. And then we have certain like beauty-oriented classes, because there's some people that are into effects so much they don't really know how to do the other stuff. And if you want to keep working in this industry, you got to know how to do everything.
Right.
So we have some basic beauty, like beauty straight makeup, which is like natural.
I need to come to that, because even with the show, like I never can get my makeup right, and Diego's always like, you look dark under the eyes, and I really and finding out what makeup is good for cameras.
Yes. Oh yeah, and knowing how to adjust the makeup for different types of lighting situations too.
Yeah, that's what I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know how to do. So I'm going to come take your class too.
And then the last one is period makeup, which is like if you need to do a character from the 1800s or something like that, which includes a little bit of facial hair as well.
Right. So where do people sign up for classes?
Our website, which we made it real easy to find us. You go to effectsmakeup.com and the word effects, and then makeup.com. And you can sign up right there on class, online. And I'd heard that there's a little bit of problem. We need to work on getting that signed up and registering for the class.
Your phone number's on the website if anybody has problems.
If you have any problem at all, just give us a call. We're friendly people.
Yeah.
We're nice.
Right. I don't know anybody else. I mean, you may. I don't know anybody else even in the Atlanta area that's teaching.
There are a few little things here and there, like Saturday workshops or seminars or something. And but nothing that is dedicated just
That's
to
ongoing.
just to teach.
Yeah.
Some of them are for excuse me, for just things that they will put on so they can sell their products.
Right.
And we do have a few products that we have to sell as well, but that's just to support the classes that we teach. But we want to just go into a full-fledged school that just teaches the makeup effects. And later on we're going to have lab classes teaching how to do life casting, how to do that, and sculpting, mold making, running the pieces, and everything from start to finish.
Well, I am so excited about you guys being here. You have a special guest that you brought with you today.
Well, she followed me here.
Oh my goodness.
And I can't really get rid of her.
You can't get rid of her.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She said her name is Hilda.
Hilda, how are you?
Hilda.
Hilda, I would take it that you are a witch.
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing there. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
A good witch. witch.
Oh, okay, good. So this is some lovely special effects that we have here.
It is, yes. It's a silicone prosthetic. There are two pieces. One is the cheeks, and it incorporates the cheeks and the nose, and the other one is the jawline and the chin.
Wow, amazing. Can you see that there? Can you see, cameraman, on our witch here? Okay. It's amazing. It's so amazing what how you can transform somebody.
That's what I love about this business, is that you could take something and just turn them into some totally different person. And watching that actor, it helps them to get into their character more,
Yeah, and sometimes they really can't find themselves until they get into the makeup, and a certain voice will come out.
Yeah. Can I give you a little anecdote?
Yes, please.
I worked a little bit on that show about James Brown. What was it? Get On Up? And the guy who played James Brown, Chadwick Boseman, amazing actor. And he'd come. I didn't get to work on him. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I was working on the guy right next to him, and I was watching, just kind of corner of my eye, as he went through the makeup process. I'm so sorry.
Let's have a commercial break for a moment.
And this product, it was I was just watching him transform into that character, into James Brown, and by the time he was done, he was James Brown.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, he didn't. It was so such a wonderful experience for me.
Right.
And that's just one experience.
Yeah.
There's so many other ones where they just love it. They love being able to take on this persona.
Right.
And I love being able to help them do that.
With the illusion of it and pulling everybody is a piece of the puzzle, and makeup is such a big piece of the puzzle. And I told you we're working on a short film with my husband, and just doing a wound right, that's so important, because it makes where somebody's going to believe if that person really got shot or not.
Yeah.
So this is for you, to remind you that you're a gift in life, and thank you for being here and bringing your gift to Atlanta.
Thank you.
If you have and thank you for being on. It's what?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
My name is Hilda.
Hilda. I wanted to say Helga, and I was like, I know that isn't right. Yes. So if you have an advice, when somebody comes to your school, what is the thing that you want them to most learn or be patient with, or?
Well, I think the thing that I want most people to know is that we are, makeup effects is alive and well. We had a little bit of a hiccup back in the mid-90s with the onset of CGI. But there are so many makeup shows out there. Don't ever get discouraged and think that, it's all going to go digital. It's not.
Right.
It'll never go away. And it doesn't matter how old you are either. I worked on the first film I told you about in 1987. I was 35. So, and I don't care if you're 65. There's always time to learn and create a new career.
Yeah, and that really is what this show is about. Is at any point in your life when you want to do something, you never get too old, and people often think that you're too young, you're too old, you're too this, you're too that. You just have to do it and see where it goes.
Oh, absolutely.
So
and if you love it, do it.
Yeah. Why not? We only live once.
Yeah, as long as it's legal.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
And as you guys, get a little bit, you get grounded in what you're doing, come back and talk to us, because we love to have reoccurring people on the show, and and just to talk and to follow your development
Yeah.
and to keep showcasing
Do you ever do location?
So far, we're only
Oh,
here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
eventually that is something that we want to do. So.
Well, if you do that, then you are definitely invited to come to the school.
But regardless, I want to come check out your school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. We hope that this segment educated and inspired you.